Hello. So in this lesson, let's quickly look at short division method, right? How do you quickly find the quotient of a number without having to go through long division? Short division method, right? So for example, we have 37 divided by, let's say, 3. How do you divide this, right? One way to write it is like this. Another way that I like to write it is to write 37, and so that I can pick my digit one after the other. So with short division, what you are doing is you are picking one digit after the other to divide, right? So we start from the first one, from the left, right? So I'll say 3 divided by the divisor, that's divided by 3. How many times can 3 go in 3? That's 1. Do you have a remainder? No. So you move to the next digit. How many 3's do you have in 7? That's 2, because 3 times 2 is 6. But that's the 7 has not been used up. We have a remainder. And then you write out the remainder, 1. That's if you don't have any other digits after it. So the answer to this is 12 remainder 1. If you would like to write it this way, I also like to do this. You could draw lines from here and say I pick one digit after the other. I say 3 divided by my divisor, which is 3, equals to what? 1. And then 7 divided by my divisor, which is 3. How many 3's do I have in 7? I have 2. Then I have a remainder of 1. Whichever way, you have the same answer. So write out the digit, right? Divide one digit at a time. When there's a remainder, carry it over to the next digit, and then you keep doing that until there is no digits left, right? So it could be for a bigger number. For example, if we have 205,460 and we are dividing it by 5, right? So I will write it out as this: 205,460 divided by 5. So let's start with the first digit. Is 2 divided by 5 possible? No. You may not write the 0, so you say it's not possible. No number of times with 2, 5 go in 2, so that's 0. It's remaining the entire 2 because we didn't use it in division. So it goes to the next digit. So then, how many 5's do I have in 20? That's 4. How many 5's do I have in 5? That's 1. How many 5's do I have in 4? None, because 4 is lesser than 5. So I say, oh, none. I did not use that 4, so I'm taking the entire 4 to the next digit. So how many 5's do I have in 46? Right? That would be 9. That's 45. That gives me a remainder of 1. So I take the 1 to the next digit. How many 5's do I have in 10? That's 2. So my answer will be 41092. 41,092. Why? Because 0 before a whole number has no value. This means that there is nothing in actually, I think, the 100,000s place. So the number is not more than 41,092. Why I always advise that you are very conscious of these zeros is because, in cases like when you use 4, if you do not put the 0, then your answer will be wrong, because 4,192 is not the same thing as 41,092. So it's very important that you note that, when division doesn't go, it's not possible, we also have to report it. But the reason why we don't do that before whole number is because the number 0 there doesn't have value anyway. So if you look at it again, the way I said it the other time of writing it, you can say 205,460, and then you draw lines so that you can pick them one after the other. It's the same thing you are doing, even with long division. You're just writing it down, right? So you have 2 divided by 5, that's 0. The 2 goes to here so that you bring 0 down. And then 20 divided by 5 is 4. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 4 divided by 5 is not possible, so you take the 4 here, and then you have 46. 46 divided by 5 is 9, leaves you a remainder of 1. Comes here, then you bring the 0 down to it, and then you have 2. Each way you have the same answer, right? So when you practice this, you don't even need to be writing out all of this one, for example, because we are saving time, remember, right? But it's just for you to understand the principle of what you are doing and how you are moving step by step to get your answer. So even if the digit is 20 digits, just keep doing that. Keep doing that. If you have a remainder at the end, then you write it out. All right?